Good evening, all of you. Good evening, Rashi. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Can you hear me? I'm unable to hear you, Aradhya.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
I don't know. I can't hear you, Ms. Aradhya.
Rashi, ma'am, can you confirm? Am I audible to you?
Ms. Aradhya, I can hear you right now.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Aradhya Anand, welcome you to this important and informative session on unified dangers, cyberbullying to sextortion. In today's interconnected world, the internet is a powerful tool that brings us closer, yet it also presents serious challenges, especially for young users. From unkind comments to more severe dangers like cyberbullying, sextortion, and online exploitation. Navigating the digital landscape can sometimes feels like walking through a minefield. This seminar delves deeply into these evolving threats, helping you not only understand the risks but also empowering you with practical ways to protect yourself online. We will explore the legal, psychological, and social aspects of these issues, making sure you are equipped with knowledge that is vital in today's digital age. We are privileged to have with us Deepa Manikam ma'am, a distinguished expert in cyber law and digital safety, as an assistant professor of law at Tamil Nadu National Law University and a gold medalist in cyber law and cyber security. She offers invaluable insights drawn from years of research, teaching, and leadership in cyber legal education. Before we start this session, participants, we request you to keep your microphones on mute throughout the session to avoid any background noise. Keep your video turned off unless you are in a proper setting. If you have any questions or queries, please drop them in the chat box. We will address them during Q&A session. And kindly note that it is mandatory to fill post assessment form which will be available 10 minutes before the end of the session. Without further ado, I would like to hand over the mic to ma'am for her insights on the topic. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Saradhya. I thank CyberShield Project and Naksh Foundation for inviting me. I also thank all of the participants who are here. So let me begin without much further ado. So before I begin, please let me know if my screen is visible. I'm just sharing my slides. Saradhya, can you confirm if it is visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Right, just is it right now?
Yes,
Does it change?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, so just a word of confirmation will help me. Thank you so much, Ms. Aradhya. So, participants over here, a warm good evening to all of you. A warm good evening to one and all present here. This, as Ms. Aradhya was pointing it out, we are living in a cyberspace world where everything looks as unified dangers. It is not necessary that it affects only children or adults or teens or elderly people. So the danger is the same, but it differs. The consequences might vary for different age of people, here in cyberspace or the social media user. So we have our topic as from cyberbullying to sextortion, where I'll be covering different ranges of cybercrimes happening in cyberspace. So before I begin to my introduction, I have an overview of the concept. So it goes as introduction, cybercrimes, and certain statistics on cybercrimes and different kinds of cybercrimes. What could be the legal response to it? What are the existing legal responses to it? And what can also be the future responses that India should adapt to answer the problems that we have right now. And the second last topic would be cyber hygiene or prevention or prohibition techniques, because this is all that we are wanting to be here to know how can we protect ourselves in cyberspace, and also how can we help others protecting in cyberspace, right? So having said that, let me move to the introduction part. So yes. So in the introduction part, I my chat box is also open. It can be interactive session as well. Kindly drop your answers in the chat box whenever I raise a question, so that interactive sessions will make it useful. So you also learn something, handful, and take something, good to your home to protect yourself and all akith and kin in the cyberspace. So let us go for the introduction. As I have rightly quoted here in the judgment, uh, Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India, it was stated, rightly, that it is about right to privacy. So, right to privacy and the protection of, right to, if a cybercrime happens, right to privacy should be protected. So, now you may ask me a question: why privacy is hurt here, and why are we here even listening to it, and what is the necessity for us to, have prohibition or prevention? See, we were all like internet users initially, hardly using, 2G network, 3G network, etc. But now we have started, we have evolved from internet user to netizens. And from netizens, we have evolved right now. The app's name is given called as cyborgs, which is cyber organisms, which are nothing but we ourselves attach to any kind of external gadget, right? So we call ourselves as cyber organisms. Having said about cyber organisms, now, there goes a question. We are all either connected with, Internet of Things or artificial intelligence. So we always love to live in a world called as connected intelligence. May I ask you a question? Just drop it in the chat box. What is Internet of Things according to you? What are all the examples of Internet of Things? Anything, any awareness, related thing which connect you to online, or where you live, in internet or cyberspace, where you connect Instagram or where you connect to various social media platforms for that. Thank you. Harsh has stated it as mobile devices. Yes. So our smart TVs, our smart gadgets that connect us, or laptops, or smart appliances. Thank you, Harish. So all of these things are examples of Internet of Things. When you have a thing that connects you to the internet, that becomes Internet of Things. Now, if may I ask you a question, what is artificial intelligence? Yes, Harshni, thank you. Wi-Fi, Bhagilakshmi, thank you. Smart homes, wearable technology, and connected cars. Yes. What is artificial intelligence according to all of you? What kind of, because in cybercrime is not just, I can say that that really happens on one social media platform. It also happens in the artificial intelligence era. So we will have to understand each and every crime, right from cyber stalking to sextortion or extortion. It should have artificial intelligence element in the same. So that should be discussed right from the first. So, okay, so there's an answer. AI is about teaching computers to think or act smart. Yes, true. You give artificial intelligence to a machine. You're not, the intelligence is not natural. Thank you. So it is programming. Yes, it is machines which are programmed focuses on certain software. That is right. Very good. So all of the cyber crimes which we'll be discussing has artificial intelligence ambit in it. Either cyber criminals utilize artificial intelligence to commit the crime, or artificial intelligence is used as a tool to commit the crime. The target would also would also be just the human beings, but would also target various AI related devices. So thank you. I've got so many answers for AI. Yes, problem solving, decision making with AI, it is all quite possible, right? So yes, it simulates, it enhances all cognitive abilities. True that. All right. So I've given examples as you see it on the screen, as you also stated, all wearable devices, healthcare things, Internet of Medical Things are examples of IoTs. So when we have artificial intelligence and IoTs connected together, we tend to get are more prone to cyber crimes, which means our privacy is obviously affected. That's the reason why I had to quote from Justice Putteswamy judgment, where right to privacy is inextricably important to the, it plays vital role in the intrinsic part of right to life. So just quoting person here who is a very noble academia person, who's Lawrence Lessig, who had stated it very clearly. Surveillance is not an exception, it has become a norm. All of us are under surveillance in one or other way. So that has become a norm for all of the countries, including India. So now I have raised a question on my right hand side. If you all can answer me, whether right to use internet is a fundamental right. Is it a fundamental right? Because all of us are here trying to learn about prohibition prevention technique. Is it a fundamental right? The answer is yes. All right. Yes, it is fundamental right. Through which case it was held, it is fundamental right. It was, we were fighting, tug of war was there even under right to privacy and the Kutas Farming judgment. It was held as fundamental right in the case of As you all would have noted down, Jammu Kashmir issue, it was all about Anuradha Basin versus Union of India. Yes, Anuradha Basin has stated clearly that right to internet is part of fundamental right of life. Okay, and also there is also one more thing, as so many of you would be students over here. There is also one more case which focuses on right to internet as part of intrinsic right to education under the constitution. The case is Fahima Shireen versus State of Kerala. Okay, so Fahima Shireen versus State of Kerala, which states that right to education includes right to internet, where you can't absolve or you can't refrain any person, using internet in the education system, which is all on positive note. Let us move to the next understanding. As we have understood, our understanding will go on AI and IoT based, stance. Now I move to cyber crimes. As you all knew it, cyber crimes are nothing but the crimes that happen through any kind of computer network or computer resources. So, in the artificial intelligence era, either cyber crimes are committed. Two things are there. One is cyber enabled crime, another is cyber crime. Cyber enabled crime example is digital arrest. Cyber enabled, I just connect you through phone and ask password and everything, but that is cyber enabled crime. Cyber crime is I hack your mobile device, I hack your gadget, thus I commit cyber crime. But in one or other way, more or less all of these things are together connected, and we call it as cyber crime. When a crime happens online, it becomes or on any platform or any computer resource, as a tool or as a target or as a as a destination or a medium. So it goes as cybercrime. Having understood that, look on the left hand side of your screen. I have given, if I guess I am pointing it out, just take a pointer. Okay. This on the left hand side, I have given it NCRB 2018 to 2022, basically NCRB 2022 report. It talks about what are all the kinds of cyber crimes we have. So basically, cyber crimes are not cannot be filed as a standalone section under IT Act. It can be filed. A few sections are there. As you look at it on my left hand side, under category of A, data theft, fraud, cheating, forgery, all these are only under IT Act, whereas the other crimes are to be charged under IPC, now BNS, and that should also be charged under, we call it as SLL, that is special local legislation, which is like Gambling Act or Online, Gaming Act, etc. So it can be cyber crimes. Charges are to be made in under Information Technology Act, the primary legislation for us. Obviously, Information Technology rules, again, which is allied to Information Technology Act. Then we, also go ahead with, understanding IPC and BNS. Then we also have SLL, right? So now here goes the question to the topic that we have adopted, which is unified dangers. Do we really have all of these cyber crimes as gender neutral? The answer is yes, because people always say that, say sextortion or cyber stalking or cyber bullying are gender specific, or can say that women and children are very vulnerable here, so they tend to have it as a any social media platform for that purpose. It might be Facebook or X platform, or so WhatsApp or Instagram. They make all of these crimes as gender neutral crimes, so there is no difference in it. Vulnerability differs, or differ changes based on the ages. So let's move ahead. um, yes, I'm moving to the first and very important cybercrime, which is cyber stalking. So I would like to start with stalking. Is stalking defined under any Indian legislation? Whether stalking defined under any Indian legislation? It is not defined under Information Technology Act. If it is defined, which section of, yes, BNS? Thank you, Ms. Ali. It is all about stalking, which is defined, but which is very gender specific. See, the reason for giving so many names to the heading is cyber stalking or cyber bullying or sexual harassment of women. The reason is everything starts with stalking, but whereas cyber, the next stage of stalking, when you start, following up a person online, you try to get, all of the details. We call this also as doxing, doxing. Okay, doxing, which means I tend to get only the private information of a person. So say for example, the specific name, the nickname that you call, a person, or the game, the specific hobby that a person has, all private information about the phone number, mail IDs, that is also being included under stalking. The next phase of cyber stalking, what we call it as cyber bullying, right? Bullying involves a little amount of, activities that really, hurt people, or that really make the people to develop hate towards the person who's committing it. And obviously, the next phase should be sexual harassment. We also call it as cyber sexual harassment, or cyber cruelty, where all of these things would be brought in under the same ambit. Though cyber stalking is the first of its one kind, it is the very phenomenal and the basic crime that happens online. We recognize this under this cyber stalking, or we call it as bullying, culling, doxing, sexual harassment of women, cyber harassment. All of these things will be brought in under Section 66E and Section 67 of the IT Act. Along line, we also have IPC provisions. Corresponding BNS can be read with. And I have given the cases on the screen. There was a case called as Nagpur cyber stalking case, where employee was receiving, cyber anonymous calls and WhatsApp messages, obscene videos, etc., continuously. And when she filed a case within 24 hours, right? So note this point: within 24 hours, the cyber police could arrest the person, the offender, who was the security guard of the same office. So this case had become a very sensational case for the technical expertise the police officers or the investigating officers possess. And also, we'll go with the very first case of its kind under cyber stalking is Ritu Kohli case. Katuria versus Ritu Kohli. This case, again, a case on cyber stalking. The top scene messages had been, started to sent from the end of offender, and India had to realize that there is something called a cyber stalking only with the case of Manish Katuria versus Ritu Kohli. And as we all knew, Boys Locker Room from Delhi, or all social media pages to or WhatsApp accounts specifically allotted in most of the educational institution. We really, all of they have, uh, usually the students will have, some social media pages for any harassment purposes, etc. That is obviously, punished by law. We have been reading on newspaper on all of these things. For cyber stalking or bullying or culling, we have the reasons that are being given here: envy, obsession, or sexual harassment, revenge, or hate. All of these things become a combined reason, or one of the specific reasons to commit this kind of a crime. Moving ahead to the next one, and though very important one, which is defamation or morphing. Defamation is online defamation, or morphing is nothing but we call it as a cloaked crime or a masquerade crime, which is people, tend to morph a picture, which through the tools which are available online for free. We call it as open source software. So in morphing, it is not necessary that morphing should happen with any obscene photo that you have posted on social media platform. It can also happen on anything, any decent kind of photographs that are available online. So morphing is also an offense as given under sections 292, 465, 469 of IPC, read obviously with 67 of IT, section 67 of the IT Act. 67, obviously, as you all are here, you should know about 67, 67A, 67B. These three sections are, very important sections for pornography. both adult pornography and cyber pornography. So morphing case, if a case is filed under morphing, if you should have the courage to say that no, that photo is not mine, any obscene photo is not, does not belong to me, then morphing case can be filed. IT Act is so strengthened now with respect to cyber pornography and morphing related pictures. And not only IT Act, as I was mentioning earlier, indecent representation of women prohibition act can also be filed. So SLL, we call it as SLL, that is special local legislation, that will also be filed. On you see on the screen, there are two cases I have given. I'll just focus only on State versus Rohit Kumar. In State versus Rohit Kumar, they have made it possible to realize Rohit, in the particular case, they have made it possible to realize that defamation or online defamation or morphing. Just a minute. Just kidding. All right. So, State versus Rohit Kumar, they made it possible that they have stated morphing and other related cyber crimes under 67 shall be considered to be I mean, stricter punishment should be given under section 67. And getting ahead. Okay, so very important, another significant cyber crime, which is extortion. As all of you know, what is extortion? May I have in the chat box what is extortion? What do you extort from a person? What do you extort? Anyone in the chat box? Because when you understand extortion under IPC or BNS, so it is obviously on cyber platform or any of the online platform as well, which takes us through the intention of sexual harassment. Thank you, Harish, for forcing someone is extortion. So when you have the intention of sexual harassment, or when you have the intention of lust involved in it, okay, blackmailing, that's nice, involved in it, we tend to extort something from them. For example, blackmailing, we say that, if, okay, exploiting, thank you, if you are not, you know, sending me an obscene photograph, I might send the initial obscene photographs which you sent me, earlier. So we start extorting money through the use of a focus called as a sexual harassment or any kind of abuse for that purpose. So in India, it has been stated 500 cases of sextortions are filed daily, and it is also to be very much noted that sextortion is a case which focuses in recent days on male, more than female, because they have started, because as I was mentioning it to you earlier, these are very gender neutral, cyber crimes. So it is not any specific to any gender. So if you could take an example, the first example, there's a case called as B.S. Avinash case, which happened in Bangalore. He was an MBA student. So he actually had started interacting with a pseudo profile or a fake profile called as Neha Sharma. And after some time, profile named as Neha Sharma started, asking for some photographs, which also Avinash had sent it. But finally, when Neha Sharma or the fake profile had started saying that you give me some money, 20,000, 30,000, etc., so that I will not reveal our relationship to anyone, or I will not sex, basically I will not reveal it to anyone. So then what he did was, as a student, he could give only some amount of money, but it was given, he gave up and he committed suicide. So sextortion was the registered challenge over here. And next we go with Ken Joshi case, which a video call, to see, that usually happens all around India. It's not only with Ken Joshi's case. Usually when you are on WhatsApp, a video call, that you receive a video call, you will never know what's really happening. After 10 minutes, then you will receive a deep faked, deep faked video of yours, so where they'll say that you are performing in, on pornography website, your video is uploaded. If I should not be revealing it to others, I want you to pay me. So this is what we call it as extortion. Deep fake is used here, technology is used here. And moving to next one, let me move to the fourth one, which is very important one. See, Hakimuddin, there was a person who was arrested by Rajasthan Cyber Cell police, and Hakimuddin accepted it very well that yes, we are extortionists and this is our family business, and especially they do it only on cyberspace, because there were more number of cases that have been filed, for Sextortion, where they have traced only to Hakimuddin or Hakimuddin, allied persons, and then they made it very clear that we do it as family business. So we should also be, as you also look at the case Vasant Vaman Pradhan versus Dattatreya Vital Salvi, which says intention is sufficient to prove criminal intimidation. So this alone is sufficient to prove, sextortion or extortion online. And also very important to note one thing over here is, we are not supposed to interact with any fake profiles online. Hope you will also understand in my upcoming slide. So sextortion has is a as a offense which is very much which follows cyber stalking, I should say, because cyber stalking is a preliminary version of it. And moving ahead to very important one, there are two things. See, when I was talking about cyber stalking, cyber bullying, or cyber culling, or doxing, or spamming, or deep fake, morphing, all of these things can be performed through various websites, including social media intermediary. Now focus on gaming platform and dating sites and matrimonial websites, because as there are more number of subscribers to gaming platform, dating, and matrimonial websites, they tend to the websites tend to make it as an organized crime, in order to extort money from people or to do social engineering attack, etc. Let's focus on gaming platform first. In gaming platforms, there are the sports, the gaming games are divided into three kinds: esports, or fantasy sports, or casual games. I'm not going to in depth of it, because you should understand it very well that there are attacks, even social engineering attacks, common to gaming platform and dating sites, where they tend to be very friendly with all of us, and then they will end up, uh, doxing is, trying to get private information from us. They'll start collecting unwanted messages from us, and obscene photographs from us, which lead to so much of confusion, which obviously might lead to any kind of a cyber crime online. Okay, so any kind of cyber crime which I was mentioning could also be possible in all of these platforms. Focusing now on dating and matrimonial websites over here. Nowadays we have so many dating websites and also matrimonial websites. The problem here over here is sextortion or extortion can easily happen here over the fake profiles. So we go with an attack called, I mean, usually criminals, cyber criminals focus on an attack called as social engineering attack, where they tend to be very friendly with us, and they do sextortion. So even in comparison with gaming platform, dating sites and matrimonial websites have more number of sextortion cases filed. So we will have to be very careful in order to protect ourselves from any kind of cybercrime. We will have to be very careful with fake profiles without without even any hesitation. Moving to yet another important cybercrime online, which we are all supposed to be, to be protected from. One is cyber obscenity, which also leads to cyber pornography, and we call this as hosting or voyeurism. There are, see, different names given for all kinds of crime, but IT Act under 67A and 67B, and also 67 talks only about cyber pornography. Voyeurism is obviously being given under 66 E, and also 66, I mean, sorry, not 66, 66E of IT Act, and also under IPC or BNS. So as you look at the sections over there on the screen. So cyber pornography, is not something which happens as I was mentioning to you. Send me an obscene photo so that I'll have it with me. When the relationship turns sour, what I'll do is I will threaten you. I'll sextort you or extort you money, extort you. Furthermore, obscene photographs, furthermore, things which are I am in need of, which are illegal. So what happens here is, it is not only this kind of a mode or method that they use. They also use deepfake technology in order to perform cyber pornography. So there is a case called as first that this is the first case of its kind under cyber pornography, which is we call it as a sex doctor Prakash case. Um, Ritu Kohli case, sex doctor Prakash case. There's a case called as Suhas Katti, Suhas K-A-T-T-A-I, Suhas Katti case. All of these cases are very preliminary cases in early 2000s. Once the IT Act has come into force in 2000, these cases got conviction. So for the first time, we all understood what is cyber pornography, and what is all about the entire understanding on morphing or online defamation, etc. This case, first case now, Odisha's RTI campaigner was arrested for revenge porn. He started using open AI, I mean open software or open source tool in order to deep fake any of the photographs that we have. It is not only morphing, it also deep fake of the photographs that we give, which in turn is very obscene, and which is very obnoxious. That's the exact word which has been used in the case which I'll be talking to you in the next slide. So that made it possible. The term is very I understand the term is used for the word filthy, but obviously, yes, that has been used. And Indian Information Technology Act focuses on it very strictly. And also nowadays, in New Delhi, National Women's Commission had started, taking measures for who are all distributing porn images and videos on Twitter platform or other social media platform for just 20 rupees. They have actually started selling it, and it was considered as it was condemned, and it was considered as an offense. And Women's Commission has taken it very seriously, and all Women's Commission have also been working along line with them. And the case which I have highlighted, to the top is Indri Prajwala case. This is a very important case for cyber pornography, which is nothing but a case which it's a Somoto
मैम
case
थोड़ा
which
हिंदी
through
में
the
बात कीजिए.
so just indeed, as one of case, there was a open letter written on social media to cyber pornography or cyber obscene content. And you know what happened? Who has taken it as so photo and had constituted a committee so that to remove any obscene contents or online contents related to child or women or to any vulnerable group, that they should have a technical method to avoid it, like hashtag or some keywords. So this case maybe is a wonderful case which you all can note it down. Let us move to the very important crime over here, which is, again, I'm not talking revenge porn as a standalone cybercrime case, which is an extended version of all kinds of cyber stalking, cyber bullying, cyber harassment. So we go here to a case called as, I mean, cybercrime called as revenge porn or deep nude or deep fake. This is all punishable under BNS. Earlier cases were filed under IPC, and now these are all punished under 66E and 67 and 67E of IT Act. Wonderful case for this deep fake is there are two cases. One is journalist Rana Ayub case, where this journalist Rana Ayub was focusing on Hathras rape case, and just because Rana Ayub, as a journalist, woman journalist, focused on Hathras rape case, they had started they making her deep fake or deep nude videos online, which to portray her as performing in a pornography video, and which she stated it very clearly that it is obnoxious and that should be prevented by the court, or that should be prevented by the law. And this is also termed as revenge porn. They take revenge over here. And the case here, Animesh Boxy case. In this case, it was for the very first time in India. There were two students, okay, so one girl and a boy were in relationship during their graduation period. When the relationship turned sour, the boy started using the obscene photographs of his girlfriend and started doing deep fake video. When the girl filed the case for revenge porn or deep fake crime, all of the sections were charged, and the court held for the very first time that this revenge porn is considered. She was considered to be a victim of rape, and victim compensation for was given to her for in this case. This was the first of its one kind. So artificial intelligence play a crucial role in all of the cyber crimes that we have discussed so far. There are a number of cyber crimes. Along thing, like including cyber thoughts that can happen. You can have any kind of just cyber nuisance or online nuisance that can happen, or online trespass can happen. So all of these things combinedly, we have a legal response collectively given under Information Technology Act, as I was mentioning, now also under BNS, which was IPC earlier, and IPC sections if it was filed prior to last year, and also DPDP Act, provided the DPDP rules come into which. I hope DPDP Act will take its journey. And also we have, if it is all focusing on, as I was mentioning, in educational institution, we have POSH Act with us, and we have POXO, which focuses only on cyber pornography, which is being shown. Maybe this POXO can be taken into consideration. Obviously, we have Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act that can be taken into consideration, and the recent IT Rules 2021 is very good, which focuses on three-tier mechanisms over here, and on grievance redressal. And along line all of these things, as BNS points out already, and also with IT Act, attempt or abetment to any kind of these crimes will also be considered as an offense. Okay, so because that plays a crucial role to all of us over here in any kind of cybercrime that we face online. Moving to a very important slide over here, which is on prohibition and prevention, which says that cyber hygiene is the first thing that we follow. Cyber hygiene is, during COVID time, we used to wash our hands before when we enter into our home. We take baths. We tend to sterilize all of the objects that we have got from, outside or from town. All of these things are considered as hygiene. The same thing should be followed online. First one, you will have to secure your online presence, as in not necessary to post all of the things that we are performing. So you can secure your online presence in any of the social media platform. Second one, mindfulness is very important on any of the video calls or chats we do, because you all knew it. IT rules 2021 makes the administrator of WhatsApp chat group, which is also, equally, punishable. That should be seen. So should be very mindful there. And if you take, there is a when you have cybercrime on one side of the coin, the other side of the coin is cyber security, which is nothing but all technical aspects are fit in there, like firewall. You will have to have IP version 6. You will have to have strong password. You should not reveal your password, all of these things. But all of the cyber security books or cyber security aspects focus on one thing. They say that no smartphones, please. They say that no photos, videos accepted. But we can't live in the world world, all secluded. But we'll have to live in the world, obviously in cyberspace, but we will have to be mindful. That's very important. We will have to be very much aware about all fake profile accounts, both on social media platforms and or also on gaming platforms, dating websites, or matrimonial websites. And mindfulness should also be applied in browsing as well. We cannot browse anything and everything we want. So is the case with applications that are downloaded. This is applicable to all of the age category, not necessary that it is only for teens or only for women or children. Sensitive browsing is very essential. We as if you are the adult at home, you will have to see to it that everything is mindful. And as we all knew it already, that deleted data can be easily recovered by iOS. So you can say that Apple phones, Apple laptops are very strong enough, in cybersecurity. You can't get any data from it. I'm so sorry, the answer is not that. Anything can be retrieved. So deleted data becomes also cyber evidence to us. So digital evidence, Bhatya Sakshi Adhiniyam made it possible to consider it as a primary evidence. So we will have to watch it very carefully that it is a primary evidence. So the offenses will, I mean, the punishment will obviously be given. So these are all the steps for prohibition and prevention. And whatever you do in mindfulness, we should not have any element of sexual harassment well within, so that we become the originator in committing the crime, and we will be the offenders in there. And the legal response or the legal framework is so strengthened in India so far. And we will have to wait for the Digital India bill, though, that what they will be bringing into us along with DPDP rules. So cyber hygiene is very essential. Be very mindful. So be very mindful and sensitive browsing. You should also be very mindful in downloading applications, and you should follow all cyber hygiene techniques, right? You will have to protect your Wi-Fi, your smartphones, your smart TVs, and all your gadgets, right? Moving ahead. Okay, where to reach out? See, if you are facing any cyberbullying, cyber stalking from anonymous number, or you have lost money in digital arrest scam, or you have lost money just by saying some OTP, or some you have voluntarily debited twice because the person has asked you to do so. All of these things can be reported on www.cybercrime.gov.in portal. And you can also go with the cybercrime helpline number called as 1930. And these are police and women helpline number which I have given. But nevertheless, cybercrime.gov.in will be a single window for all to record all your complaints, which was very recently, not very recently, but very successful one. It has been done by Ministry of Home Affairs, that they have done. We call it as I4C. So I understand that few times 1930 number gets busy, or cybercrime.gov.in, the browser might be busy, but just do it again. It will be they will reach you. That is, if you are doing it from your place, the cybercrime cell of your own district will contact you for further details, and if necessary, you will have to meet them in person with all the necessary written complaints. You can also reach at DigiCop app, and these are all the applications that are available on different states. So here in Tamil Nadu, we have Kaval Udavi app. It's an application by the state government in order to give any complaints. Each of the states, for example, Cyberabad's police is so strong. Hyderabad with CyberCell is Cyberabad. So each and every state has made all of the cyber cells so strength enough. They have expert with them, so they can bring you justice, provided if we reach out to them. So reporting is the first of its one kind. We can also go with FIR. Zero FIR is also possible. Like, you give FIR at any of the station, that will be given to the FIR the proper jurisdiction. And as I was mentioning when I was talking to you on the State Women Commission and National Women Commission for Women, all of these women commission are already working on the cyber crimes related to women. And also you can really complain on also on the intermediary website. Say, for example, if something is posted and you can reach out to the contact address of the intermediary website. Intermediary is no one, your Amazon platform or the platform where you sell something, take auction on something, cyber cafe, all of these things are intermediary. Intermediaries, and go reach to the website, go contact them. They, you should say that this is an unwanted content and obscene content, you should remove. They will remove it because they are anyways under the protection or the legal stand of India. So IT Act is strong, so they will be protecting us. Would like to conclude over here by quoting from Anuradha Basin case. Law and technology seldom mix like oil and water, so it takes time for us. It took already for us more than 2 decades since 2000 Information Technology Act. It took so long years for us to, to get adapted with this technology. But with AI, deepfake software, revenge porn, and all of these things, IoTs, virtual reality, it might take little more time for us to have everything. I mean, shape our legal framework in such a way to protect all of us. Hope Digital India bill, when it becomes an act, will do justice to all of us. So we will have to see that AI should not affect any of the human values, and hence prevention and protection is the first step that we all do. And if not, we are second step is reporting it. Reporting it will give us some solution. And believe me, all cyber police they possess much technical knowledge. I have worked with them very close, so they have possess very much technical knowledge, and they will help us in one or other way. So thank you so much for this forum to offer a lecture to all of us. You can ask any questions if you have.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that incredibly informative and eye opening session. Your insights have certainly sparked a lot of thought among our attendees. Now, we would like to open the floor for the question and answer session. This is a great opportunity for all of you to ask your queries directly to ma'am. If you have a question, please feel free to drop it in the chat box. We will take them one by one.
Thank you all. Whoever is greeting on the chat box. So, okay, there's a question. My doubt, if the data is overwritten, then how it can be retrieved? Yes, it is. I understand, but it depends on what kind of data and what tool that you utilize to retrieve it. I hope is what that is what based on facts and circumstances of the cases. Harsh Parashar had actually given a point. Yes, that's a valuable insight to all of us as well. Written complaints on websites are more beneficial. That's true in comparison with 1930, because 1930, when you often call them, it's busy. Or, you might get a call, I mean, from them saying you have called them a day after or something, but you should have a retain when you should give a complaint on the portal. We call it as NCRP portal, National Crime Reporting Portal. So that should be benefit all of us. There's a question. Why cyber stalking accused often get bail and victim screens often due to lack of evidence? Thank you for this question, Anuj. I hope you are following up the case. Recently, on the Supreme Court, they have taken it up, saying that all of the offences under cyber crimes offences under IT Act has less punishment, so it should be increased. So they said, the Supreme Court stated that no, that is not the stance of the role of judiciary. Let the parliament decide it. So the problem is there. They usually, obviously get, bail. And also cyber stalking is very preliminary thing which I was giving you an example, because we have gone to a range of AI, virtual reality crime. We call it as virtual gang rape, etc. So virtual gang rape. Okay, so on all of these things possible, we are just adopting ourselves to, yes, that's a point. We are trying to, reduce it. I mean, increase the punishment. It will take time. Hope digitally India bill will help us. So how to avoid man and middle attacks? I was saying to you, you will have to secure all your, I mean, first thing is you will have to secure your Wi-Fi, platform, like, good firewall, etc., good password, and then set up good passwords for all your gadgets. If you have children at home, try to secure with YouTube Kids, or, try to secure it with parental controls. And that is how you usually don't, I mean, avoid all public Wi-Fi connections, etc. That's how you do man and middle attacks. So, nevertheless, if you're really aware about the mails that we receive, etc., then I don't think so that no one can, get any personal details from you. Thank you. There's a question: how to remove sensitive personal images from? It depends on what. See, if it is sensitive, own personal images on the website, you can write to the website first. So before even writing, take the screenshot of all of the pictures, post it as an evidence under www.cybercrime.gov.in. That helps us there. That where they will immediately remove it, because IT Rule 2021 makes it very possible for the social media intermediary to remove it, as soon as they receive the, complaint. So that they can easily remove it. You can also, along line, after filing a complaint, contact the website wherever it is that you can go ahead with, because this is very important for us, what we call it as right to be forgotten or right to erasure under DPDP, Data Protection Act. Maybe we should be doing all of these things to remove the content. There's one more question or activity also. Yes, Mr. Kumar, there's no point in, talking about this. Everything is sold. Information is money right now. We usually call as knowledge is power. Nowadays, information is power, and information is the new oil. They want all of the information. When you browse any Instagram page, they will give you based on, we call this as algorithmic profiling. They'll profile we are all numbered. Okay, so for the social media intermediary, we are all numbered, and based on the number, they'll give one profiling to you and myself, where they know that what keywords and codes should be used to you and me on my Instagram page and your Instagram page to gain, more views and more money. There might be, obviously, as I initiated with Puttaswamike's privacy, it becomes a question. And it is okay not to give all details or personal, a very specific, sensitive details to anyone. Okay, you can store on it, but try to have anything, recorded on offline on any of your notebook or anything, so that, everything gets protected online. There's one more: judiciary in parliament is very true, true. I'm not denying it. That's what I said. Um, the Hakimuddin family from Rajasthan, who stated that sextortion is their family business, they said it that they also have female members at their home. So I'm not denying on it. There's all uh, very few um, cyber crimes are noted nowadays as gender neutral, because people always say that women and children are vulnerable, but not at all of the instances, like, sextortion case I was explaining to you, not at all of the instances. So that is there. There's one more question. Loan application misuses identity data. I don't think so. I mean, you will have to first to be very sure that loan application misused your data. You're not, you can't really say that, we might have 20 to 30 applications in our mobile phone. You will never know which application misused our data. But if you're very sure that that loan only in the loan application, my data has been leaked or something, you can try filing a complaint with proper evidence to the cybercrime portal. Yes, that's there. There is one about Ms. Harsha stated. Why police is biased towards. Yeah, but see, that is our system, no? Stalking under BNS or IPC, it says that when men stalk women in so and so way, that is a gender, I don't say gender bias, gender specific section, because to protect women also. We are just, like how DV Act is, being used as a weapon by so many women nowadays. We have started analyzing also that there are certain crimes that are very gender neutral. Maybe that helps you. Um,
Ma'am, can we take more questions if your time allows?
yeah, I'm okay. We'll have it. I don't see. I have taken, I guess, whatever is there on the screen, I've taken. I mean, chat box, I've taken. Um, I've taken till last question.
Okay, ma'am. So there is no question. So let's close this
I've
session.
answered almost all of the questions. Not yes, all of the questions I've asked.
As we draw the curtain on today's session, it's time to pause and extend our deepest gratitude. First, a sincere thank you to our speaker for not just delivering a lecture, but for opening our eyes. The way the topic was broken down, backed by real world insights and practical advice, made the session truly impactful. We are grateful for your time, ma'am, your expertise, and your commitment to public awareness, ma'am. Next, I want to thank every single participant who joined us today. Whether you are a student, a professional, or someone simply curious to learn, your presence here matters. In fact, it's what makes all of this worth it. Because awareness isn't just something we gain, it's something we pass on. And by being here today, you are becoming part of that change. A big thank you also goes to the organizing team from Project CyberShield, especially the volunteers and coordinators working quietly in the background, from planning and promotion to technical setups and moderation. None of this would be impossible without you. Sessions like these aren't just events on a calendar, they are a reminder that knowledge is our first line of defense. And when we come together like this, we are not just learning, we are building something stronger, a more aware, more resilient society. Before we officially close, a quick reminder please take a moment to fill out the post assessment form. It's mandatory, but more than that, your feedback helps us save better session going forward. Once again, thank you all for being with us today. Let's carry forward what we have learned, share it with others, and stay alert in a world that's changing faster than ever. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you in the next session. Thank you.